Hello friends, I'm Karthik. I will be guiding you through this tutorial. Before we get started, I'll just give you my background. I'm a registered architect and I practice in Pune. Uh, out of my core interest in computational design, I have created this tool to help designers, students, and developers, engineers, just to have just to get started with the project and just to have a basic understanding of the project, or you can say a feasibility study or just conceptual layout, or it is also created such a way that anyone which who is not from a technical background wants to create the layout but they can't, then this tool could be helpful for them. So without wasting any further time, we'll just get started with the what are the functions of this software, or you can say online website. Okay, so as soon as we enter the site after passing the captcha and entering our email, we land in this page. So in this page, there are three parts. First part is these buttons above. Second one is the instruction that have been provided here, and then third one, this is this huge white screen. So this white space is a basically space where you will be creating layouts. So it is intentionally kept such a way that we will get maximum space to develop our design. So here you can see there is a one bar and there is a small green dot here. So I will explain why this color is green and everything in further stage. So basically this is a bar where we set the target area. So as soon as suppose I draw something here, the target area is getting consumed. Okay, so this is helpful for designers to understand how much area they are consuming while making their design. So it is very handy to keep a track on consumed space and available space. And this one is a currently grid. This is zero point 0.5 by zero point 0.5 meters. That means this dimension is 0.5 and this dimension is 0.5. So I'll just delete everything. So now uh, let's start. So first command is the add create a new cells with random color. So when you click here, you'll see you'll get the random color. When you click again, you'll get the random color. So this is made to reduce the time consumption in selecting the colors. So you just click here, select random color, click here again, select random color again, click here, select random color again. One more thing is that when you if suppose you have drawn something and you redraw something over it, so it doesn't overlap, it removes the below cells and it redraw over it. So that means whatever you see on the screen is the actual area that is there in this space. So there's a shortcut to this, which is Z. So as soon as you click Z, you get to create new spaces quickly. So faster you click, faster you'll get new colors and new spaces. So this is how you can create the new spaces. So right now I'm just creating spaces just to demonstrate uh, how to do it. Then suppose you have created this such layout and you want to remove few cells, then there is a remove cells option. uh, it's very simple. You just have to click and drag. You can remove single line, you can remove multiple lines, you can remove everything, or like everything. It's totally up to you. So again I will draw simply few space. This space is again uh, 4.5 meter by 3 meters and 14.76 feet by 9.84 feet. So when we are drawing, we are getting the live dimensions in feet as well as in meters. So this is how I'm drawing three spaces, and suppose there is a 1 meter wide corridor I have to draw. This is how I will draw. Now suppose I have created this layout and I want to add this space. I want to extend this space and extend this room. So how I will do, first I will select this match cell tool and then I'll click on this thing, so my color will change to this brick reddish. Okay, I will do this again. I'll click here, or I'll click here, then again the color has been changed. So I will increase this. So now whenever the software will calculate, it will calculate this as an entire space. Remember, whenever you're drawing in a space, please try to make space as a single space. I mean, what I'm saying, if you create like this, then it will create errors, or it won't give you accurate results. So just for getting the best results, try to provide a single linear space. So again, I will extend this thing, and I will extend this thing. Now suppose I want to extend this space. It's very simple. There are keyboard shortcuts to it also. So I'm holding my on from my one hand. That's why I'm doing entirely from the mouse. So now I will create few more spaces quickly. Okay, now I want to copy this space, like create a space with the same size on this side. So there is a tool called this copy paste tool. So you can just click here and click and drag, so it will just copy this area and give it another color and create a new space. And whenever we end our drag and leave our mouse, it will create new space. Now I want to move this space to here. So there is a magnet here. When we click on this magnet and I click this space and drag it here, it will go here, and I can just simply take this space to here. Now I want to remove this thing. We know, like I'll just simply remove this thing. I want to add this thing, just add, and then remove. So this is how I have just created one basic layout. So quickly I will just add this space. Sorry, I want this color, so I'll make this color as this. Again, I will just click here and create this color. So we have this one nice corridor, and these are the spaces. So many times what happens when you shuffle, or many times you want a bigger drawing, that time things might go off screen, so you may want to reposition. So there is a move cell command here beside this copy paste, so you can click anywhere and just you can move this entire space somewhere. So everything which is happening, it will always be happening with the grid size. It will always be with in a scale of a grid. That is this could be changed at the initial project stages or later project stages. I will explain that in later stages. Okay, now we have this measure command. So when we click here, I can measure this thing. It is like 8.5 meter by 0.5 meter. So I can understand this is like 8.5 meters. Or I want to measure how much is this. This is 3 meter by 4 meter. This is 1 meter width corridor and 5.5 meter. This is just measuring tool. I can measure entire space. It is like 13.5 by 8.5 meters and 44.28 feet by 27.88 feet. After that, I have this pencil command. So this is just for representation purpose. This pencil, when we click on automate or shuffle, this pencil command won't have any effect. It will be there only. Okay, so when I click here, so this is helpful to create representative walls. So for example, I want to create show walls here. So I'm showing basic walls. So again, this tool is just for conceptual purpose, and it's more its core intention is to just to get an idea of space. So in later stage you can develop this in like detailed way. So this is how I just quickly created the walls. And then suppose for example I have created this wall, and it is, I don't want it here. There is eraser button here. I'll click this button and I click here, it will erase. So we just have to remember that this eraser and match cell, we have to click to use this thing. The rest all commands are like click and drag. These two are just we have to click it. Okay, so I have erased. So and when we select eraser, it is continuously selected. I can erase this also. So I to redraw it again, I will select the pencil and I will redraw it. Okay, Now I want to draw a window or draw some landscape or do anything. For example, for that I need to draw a few lines. So I can change the color of line. For example, I change it to yellow. Oops, I change it to yellow and I say okay. And I just draw a few window here. Just select it to yellow. Okay. And I click on OK. The yellow line is selected. I can draw windows here. Okay. So I'm just drawing randomly, but still it will always be in scale. So I'm getting the dimension also of the window while drawing it. And I will have a bigger window. Okay, so this is how like we have created a simple plan. Like, see, this software is just to get a basic idea and quickly create the layout. So this is what you can do here. And then if you want to create a landscape, then you can have select this blue green, and then simply try to create lines. You can change the thickness of the line. For example, I change the thickness of line to 1, and then I redraw this. See, the line thickness have been changed. So if you don't want chamfered, again, so this is how I've created a basic landscape area. Now I want to change the color. Now I'll just select some greenish color, and this is how. So basically the cell and the line won't be having any interaction with each other. Okay, so our lines will always be above the cells. For example, here the line we can see is above the scale. Okay, I'll just remove this thing, and maybe we can make this line a bit thicker. So we can select here and just select here. Okay. So you can draw layout also, you can draw elevation also, anything you can do, but this intention of this tool is to create the floor plans. Okay, I think uh, this is pretty much here, like till now we'll go to the next phase. Now I'm deleting everything. This is one way to develop this thing. So before deleting, I will explain you another feature, which is called this annotate confirm space types and names get area on screen. This is required before automation. So if you want a CAD drawing to be generated from this layout, you need to provide the system what kind of space it is. For example, if I click here, and these are the same spaces with their areas, and we'll get the area space statement. So for example, this big space is like 30 square meter, and we can mention it as a landscape. Okay, and this is not enclosed space, it is a design. Okay, and for example, this is the 16 square meter, this is a corridor, so we'll just mention it as a corridor, and it is a corridor. Get on screen, so we will get this area statement on screen. So once we have this, we can just click on this take snapshot button, and this file will get downloaded. So as soon as I click here, my antivirus scans everything whatever I download. So this kind of image we get, this is a PNG image, and this white you are seeing, it is a transparent thing. So you can place it anywhere on your presentation sheet or anywhere you want. Okay, so now I'm deleting everything. Okay, so another way to do it, like you want to quickly uh, see like design possibilities of the spaces that you're going to design. What I mean is, like, let's create few spaces. So I'll just create one space 3 meter by 3 meter, click another, this 4 meter by 3 meter, and then 3.5 by 3, and then I want one corridor going somewhere like this. I'll just remove this thing and add it somewhat here. Okay, and I create another space. Okay, so this is how I have created one space. Now once I create it, uh, I want to shuffle it. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just simply create on shuffle. You have to read this thing. Okay, so you have to shuffle, modify and repeat it. So this is like did you like the design? Currently I don't like design, I just create on shuffle, so it will shuffle everything. Again I'll just, I like it a bit, shuffle. Again I can shuffle, so I can shuffle it whenever I want. Then I can bring it down and rearrange it the way I want later on. So this is just to get a basic understanding or what are the design possibilities to the design, to what kind of design possibilities that could happen from this via creating multiple combination of these spaces. So I don't like it, again I can create the shuffle. Okay, and then I will move the space. Okay, so now I have created something, it's looking good. So now when I, another thing, when magnet is selected, I select magnet, and if I drag something and place above something like this, then as I said, the cells below will get reduced, and you have seen the consume area got reduced. So uh, so this is, so means whatever you are looking at the screen is the actual thing. Okay, so I have created this thing. There is one room, this is one room, this is one room, this is one room, and let's create one simple passage or something, 1 meter wide passage. Okay, and we'll increase this space just to get a bit more practical. Sorry, oops. Okay, so this is what I'm a bit satisfied. So now let's give spaces a names. Let's say this is a kind of a complex, shopping complex, whereas people will enter from here and like they will go here, and these are the shops. So let's first identify the corridor. This pink one is corridor, just name it corridor. Okay, and then it is a corridor. Rest all are closed enclosed spaces. There are like multiple spaces. You have balconies. When you click on balconies, instead of walls the railing will get placed. When you select corridor, instead of railing a single line will get placed in when we automate. Okay, when we create on empty, it won't get added into automation, it will be completely ignored by the software. And when it is designed, it will be considered as raw lines. It's like raw lines, and it will be just come as a raw lines in AutoCAD or whichever CAD software you use. Okay, so get on screen. So we got this on screen. Okay, now I'm going to create automate process. So when I click here automate, I will get the DXF file, which could be opened by AutoCAD or any standard BricsCAD or any standard AutoCAD softwares. Okay, so again, the last thing I would like to mention is like how, what would be the recommended way to get started. I'll delete everything. So when we land this page, first you have to go to the project setup. It will say once you change the grid size, then all area will get scaled accordingly. Okay, then select consume area. Suppose I want 3000 square feet and 300 square meter area to be built, and then my grid size is, say, I'll keep it as, I can change it till 50 meter by 50 meters, or like it can start from 0.15, 0.25, like uh, 0.3, 1 feet, 2 feet, or 1 meter something. I will just keep it 0.5 and save. Okay, so here is 0.5. Suppose I do this, what I'm getting 3 meter by 4.5 meter. Okay, what will I, we'll see what will happen when we change the, so instead of 0.5 I will change 1 meter by 1 meter, save. So we can see the consume area got increased, and this grid 1 meter is 1 meter by 1 meter. If I redraw, then it is, you can see 6 meter by 9 meter. Again, if I get the new space, it will be like this. quickly get another space, quickly get another space, shuffle, shuffle, yes, a bit like this. Okay, and rearrange. Okay, one more thing, you can do the mirroring also. Suppose you want to mirror this thing here, just copy paste these things. So you can just simply copy paste these as mirrors. This is just a trick because I did not created the mirror option yet. Okay, so this is how it is. And again, now we can give the space name and automate it. Okay, so anything you have, I have provided my address here, so you can simply just go here and give me your suggestions or anything. Future future I mean, if I get a good team, I'll be developing like multiple elevation options when we download the CAD file, or maybe we can create a IFC file which will be a 3D. And when we shuffle it right now, it is creating a combination while retaining the same spaces, but it is changing the proportion and connections. So in later stages we'll try to accommodate vastu, or also we'll try to create when we automate, it could be a sanctioning drawing, or it could be when we, maybe it could be within the site also. So right now I'm trying to do that within the site, but the thing is that in grids it is geometrically it is, I mean, it is giving me issues, but maybe my understanding or knowledge is a bit lacking there. But I'll find it out. Okay, so any suggestion you have, anything you have, please feel free to contact me. uh, and let's make this thing something like something better. Okay, so have a good day and thanks a lot.